Hello everyone, hope you all are fine and doing good and are stay safe at your home. So today I am again here with a new topic, calculation of inverters and batteries. This topic will help you understand the basic reading and the rating of the and selection of inverters and batteries if you want to install a solar harvesting unit at your home, or normally if you want to select an inverter for domestic backup. So let us start. Now we will discuss a load chart with domestic specifications. Here we can see that I have considered a fan of 80 watts and which is running for 10 hours. Okay. So I have considered 4 fans in a home. So total wattage will be 320. Okay. Then I have considered a 15 watt tube lights which are 6 in quantities and which are running for 8 hours. So total wattage will be 90 watts for tube lights. Then I have considered 9 watt LED bulbs which are 4 in quantity. Total wattage will be 36 and they are running for 4 hours a day each. Then I have considered 2 televisions of nearly 150 watt. So total wattage will be 300 watt. Total power will be 300 watt. Then I have considered a fridge of 150 watt. Normally a fridge is nearly about 100 to 250 watt. So I have considered a 150 watt refrigerator for a home, which I am running for 24 hours, which we do not switch off any refrigerator in our home. So total wattage will be 150 watts. So I have considered 2 AC of 2000 watts. Total wattage is 4000 and which I am considering are running for 8 hours each per day. Okay. So for considering an inverter or a solar harvesting unit or any backup for our home, we doesn't consider to try to run AC on our inverters. So I have not considered AC details for this calculation, but I have considered just to inform you how you can normally calculate your domestic load for your house. Okay. So after summing, we will talk about the energy later on, because for you have to know this that power is acknowledged by inverter and energy is acknowledged by the batteries. Okay. So for dealing with the inverters, we will consider power, which I have considered if I am leaving this AC wattage. So total power will be 896 watt. Okay. And energy, unit of energy is watt hour. Okay. So here I have not considered the rating of AC, which is 32,000. Okay. So we want this much amount of power that this is our need. So this will be supplied by the inverter. Okay. So if I have so normally in market you can have inverters which are having the efficiency of 85% to 90%. I am considering here an inverter of 90%. So the calculation for this will be, so as we want the energy of 896 watt from the inverter which is having an efficiency of 90%. So calculation will be 896 total inverter. Okay. So this will give us, after calculating this is the total wattage of which we want the rating of the inverter. So total wattage of inverter is equal to 896 divided by 0.90, and this will comes out to be 995.6 watt. This will, so this is approx 1 kilowatt. This means we want an inverter of 1 kilowatt to run this much amount of load. Okay, so now we will discuss the calculation of the batteries. So now we are here with battery discussion. So I have listed the values which we are predefined. That is total power. We have 896 watt. From where we get the details of the inverter. That is 1 kilowatt. Okay. Then now we will discuss on energy. That is total energy is 8,264 watt hours. Okay. So the for battery there are 2 points which we consider for the rating of the battery. That is DOD, that is depth of discharge, and charging and discharging efficiency. These two deficiency are need to be considered for any kind of calculation in a battery. So I normally which we get the battery which will have DOD of nearly 85% and efficiency of the larger the battery, the charging and discharging efficiency will be less. So if we are considering a car battery which is a small size, it will have nearly the charging discharging efficiency of 90% to 90 to 93%, and a big battery which we use in our home, it will have nearly 75 to 80% of charging and discharging efficiency. So I am considering here 80% of the charging discharging efficiency. So now we will calculate the rating of the battery. For rating of the battery, the formula will be total energy divided by DOD multiplied by charging discharging efficiency, which I am writing as efficiency itself. So this will be 8264. Okay, 8264 divided by 0.85 multiplied by 0.80. So this will be like 8264 divided by 0.85. 8264 divided by 0.85 divided by 0.80. This will turn out to be 12,152 watt hour. Okay, but the battery rating is counted in ampere hours. So now we will consider that how much the battery terminal voltage of a solar harvesting unit which we are considering is 12 volt or 24 volt, or you can say 48 volt, the way you have interconnected it. Or you can also, if you are only considering for your domestic usage, like domestic inverter backup, so there you have to consider the setup you have installed the setup you have installed for the battery bank, how much the terminal voltage is provided by that battery bank. So it should be, first of all, the battery terminal voltage should be in the range of, for the inverter, inverter always come with a range of the input voltage which it can handle. So it always be in its range. So it has to, one thing you always should remember, that for a solar harvesting unit, the terminal voltage of the battery bank and the terminal voltage of a PV units, it should be always be same and considered in the range of the inverter. And for a domestic inverter backup, only you have to consider that the battery bank terminal voltage should be in the range of inverter. These two things you should always keep in mind. So now here I am considering that the battery for a solar harvesting unit and for the domestic, I am considering that I have a terminal voltage of 24 volts. Okay. So to get the ampere hour, we have to divide it with the voltage, which will come, power divided by voltage will gives us like power divided by voltage will gives us current. So here I will calculate 12,152 watt hour divided by 24 volt. This will give me 506. Ampere hour. So we will need a battery bank to support this much amount of load of 506 ampere hour. If you increase this 506 ampere hour, you can just add on some hours to your usage for your equipments. So the calculation of the battery is little bit more diverse and tricky. So I will make a video in near future regarding this. Stay safe. Thank you.